Alright, I was just watching the Shrek 5 teaser and had a huge realization. Just from this teaser, I already know exactly what's going to happen and who's going to be the real star of the movie.
Ew, Dad!
Yes, really. It's a pretty simple guess, honestly, because all Shrek films, they follow a simple pattern. I'm screenwriter Pietro Schito and this is Write for Animation. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any new videos about animation, storytelling, and how to make your mark in the animation industry. You see, all Shrek films follow a simple formula that makes it easy to guess what's going to happen next. It is not like this makes them boring. No. The real secret is—
Tell me, or I'll— No, not the buttons!
Alright. So aggressive.
Do you know?
Want versus need? Want versus need? Want versus need! The want is an external desire, a goal your character fights to achieve. This desire must be very clear and will set up a question that will accompany the character throughout the story. Will Shrek earn the approval of his in-laws? Will Shrek avoid becoming king? The need is an internal desire, a lesson they must learn in order to fulfill their life and be truly happy. It is often hidden and has to be discovered. Your true love loves you just the way you are. Facing responsibilities is scary, but that's what makes you ready for them. Basically, the want is the exciting action that keeps your mind interested, but the need is what gives the story its heart. It's what touches your emotions, leaving you with a sense of meaning or a life lesson that stays with you. That's why this is one of my favorite storytelling techniques. And it's this want versus need battle that makes Shrek's journey matter. But let's see it in action. Shrek is an ogre who loves his quiet life in the swamp, alone. He meets Donkey, a chatterbox who will not leave him alone.
Why are you following me?
Since he won't leave, Shrek has no choice but to let him stick around. Shrek's peace is interrupted when fairy tale creatures invade his swamp. Shrek wants his peace back, so he decides to confront Lord Farquaad, the one behind it all. A clear narrative question appears. Will Shrek be able to retrieve his swamp? Farquaad tells Shrek that he can have his swamp back if he rescues Princess Fiona. Shrek agrees and sets off with Donkey, wishing he could do this alone.
You dense, irritating miniature beast of burden! Ogres are like onions! End of story! Bye-bye!
But Donkey, well, he will not just leave him. Shrek and Donkey fight a dragon and rescue Fiona, who isn't happy about being saved by an ogre.
What kind of knight are you?
Great! Now Shrek is dealing with an annoying donkey and a prissy princess. All he wants is for this to be over.
I'm no one's messenger boy, alright? I'm a delivery boy.
They head back, but they are attacked by Robin Hood and his merry men, and Fiona deals with them. Shrek is impressed. As the journey continues, Shrek and Fiona realize they're not so different from each other and start forming a bond. And for the first time, Shrek actually enjoys someone's company. He might even like her.
She's a princess, and I'm... an ogre? Yeah.
But wait, it turns out that Fiona turns into an ogre at night. Unknowingly, Shrek listens to her as she calls ogres ugly.
Who could ever love a beast so hideous and ugly?
Shrek gets angry at this, deciding he will be much happier alone. So he delivers Fiona to Farquaad. Although no one is happy about this. Donkey wants to stick with Shrek, but he retaliates, driving Donkey away. This is the beginning of the low point of the movie, where everything feels lost.
I live alone! My swamp! Me! Nobody else, understand? Nobody!
Shrek goes back home, finally free of fairy tale creatures. Right? He got what he wanted, to be alone, but it sucks. He really misses Fiona. Donkey returns to confront Shrek, calling out his dumb idea of loneliness and encouraging him to admit his feelings for Fiona.
You're so wrapped up in layers, onion boy, you're afraid of your own feelings.
Shrek finally accepts Donkey as his friend, and they both fly off to rescue Fiona from her marriage.
I object!
Shrek and Fiona confess their love, and Farquaad is eaten by the dragon. They get married and return to the swamp to live happily together.
I was hoping this would be a happy ending.
Shrek wanted a happy, lonely life, but he needed to open his heart to companionship. The need is the most powerful message of the movie, a realization so strong that it can either give your character that final push to achieve their goal, or be so powerful that the original goal becomes irrelevant. This want versus need formula is so effective that it's repeated in every sequel. In Shrek 2, Shrek wants to become human to make Fiona happy, but needs to realize Fiona loves him the way he is, warts and all. In Shrek the Third, Shrek wants to avoid big responsibilities like becoming king or having children, but needs to face responsibility and admit he's ready to take on these challenges. And in Shrek Forever After, Shrek wants his old simple bachelor life back, but he needs to embrace his new family life. So even though Shrek doesn't get exactly what he originally wanted, the ending is still satisfying because he always gets what he needs. Oh, but there's more! This technique isn't limited to the main characters, you can also use it on your secondary characters. Fiona wants her curse gone and to become all human, but needs to accept who she truly is.
But you are beautiful.
King Harold wants to keep up appearances, but needs to accept imperfection.
I only wanted what was best for Fiona, but I can see now she already has it.
Arthur wants to run away from responsibility because he's afraid of failing, but needs to embrace the difficulty of the job and try anyway.
It's yours if you want it, you know.
And Fiona, yes, Fiona again, wants to liberate her people all by herself, but needs to learn how to accept help from others and open herself to love. Huh, that last one sounds familiar. You get bonus points if your secondary character struggles mirror the protagonists. Want versus need is a storytelling superpower. Without it, even if your hero won the battle, found the treasure, or avoided catastrophe, the story would still feel empty. Alright, here's my theory about the new Shrek movie. This new character in the trailer is super important. She's clearly Shrek and Fiona's daughter, and I bet she's going to have her own want versus need journey. She's got dark makeup, a piercing, and she seems embarrassed by her parents. Classic teenager. I think she'll want to leave the swamp, thinking her parents are not cool, and Shrek, of course, will want to stay. So either she'll run away and Shrek will chase her, or they'll go on a trip together. Along the way, Shrek will learn to let her go, realizing she's not his little girl anymore, and she'll realize her parents aren't so bad after all. That's just my theory, and if I'm wrong, you have my permission to come back and roast me in the comments. I mean, I think all Shrek movies are basically the same, but that's another topic altogether, so let me know if you want us to create a video about that. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. What do you think Shrek 5 will be all about? Especially after having learned about want versus need, and what are some other examples of want versus need from any movie you like? As a bonus tip, still from the Shrek cinematic universe, did you know that this want versus need trick works for villains too? Watch this video where we dive into the real difference between Goldilocks and Jack Horner. Thanks for watching! Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more videos like this one. I'm Pietro and this is Right for Animation, and I'll see you in the next video.
Bye bye.
See you later.